Several months ago, I wanted to make another oilcloth tarp. Tape measure. I want to make sure my measurements before I start telling you. I wanted to make another oilcloth tarp, but I wanted to make one that was a little bigger and a little bit lighter as far as weight-wise went. So I had seen online where a lot of people were making them out of a bed sheet, an Egyptian cotton bed sheet. So I said, wonder if that would work actually. Egyptian cotton bed sheets, if you're just going to put oil all over one of them, it's pretty good investment, because they're not a $5 sheet from Walmart, I can tell you. We went to I think it was Bed Bath and Beyond, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's where we went, and to find this Egyptian cotton bed sheet. And I just got a twin, which is about 7 foot by 8 foot. It's just a twin size flat sheet. And better half looked at me, she says, "You're gonna buy that just to ruin it?" And I said, "You're gonna spend that much money on that sheet just to ruin it with oil?" And I was like, "It'd be all right." But yeah, so I got one. I laid it all out, and I didn't put any tie outs or anything like that on it. It's just a plain flat sheet. I use tarp clips, and it's been out here in the backyard over my hammock for several weeks now. This is after I had already treated it, and it had dried and it had rolled up. I had already done a rain test on it and everything, but after my rain test, I just left it up. I mean, it's sagging a little bit now, but I just left it up just to see how it would weather. It's not in the direct sun. I mean, I'm up under the trees, as you can see. I'm up under the trees, but I really wanted to see how it was going to do. So so far so good. And my oilcloth poncho that I had made, it's a lot bigger than it, and it's a lot lighter than it, for you guys who are worried about weight. So when you're up under it, like for my hammock, I'll show you here in a minute how I got it set up, but for my hammock, it's a real good size. So and we're going to talk about that in an upcoming video here, maybe today if I feel rambunctious enough. But how I used it to stay warm and with my hammock. But turn the camera around. We're going to walk around. I'm going to talk about it a little bit. But it is I think it's a 300 count thread count Egyptian cotton flat sheet, twin size flat sheet, 50-50 mix of boiled linseed oil and mineral spirits. And there's no real residual smell or anything like that, from the linseed oil. I know that was a concern of some people. What kind of vapors does it put off? Well, it doesn't. I mean, if you can smell it, but it doesn't stink. It's not like a carbon monoxide or something's gonna kill you in your sleep or anything like that. So as far as I can tell, as far as flame retardants goes, I've actually taken my ferro rod and I've slung sparks straight on it, and they just roll down it. So that's another thing, someone had asked about before. Hey, what about is it flammable, or whatever? No, not that I can tell. I mean, I haven't stuck a flame to or anything like that, but as far as sparks go, they just roll down it. So anyway, we're gonna grab this camera up, and we're gonna turn around here, and we're gonna kind of walk around it, and I'll show you how I got it set up, and how it's, like I said, it's been set up like this for weeks. It's rained on it several times. At one point, it rained for like 24 hours straight. So and nothing underneath it got wet. Stick with me, and we're gonna walk you around it real quick. All right, there it is right there. It's draped over my hammock, like I said. So it's shorter on one side. This is the short side here, the front side. I would consider it to be the front side. And there you go. You can see it right there. It's it's shorter on the front side. Where's my finger at? It's shorter along the front side here, and this it's staked off with a couple strings running to the ground. A couple strings running to the ground here, and then the back side, I've got the back side all the way to the ground. Okay, that would be the north side actually, the northwest side actually. So and my hammock is underneath it, strung up. That's my military hammock. Now the military hammock, if you guys didn't realize it, it's not steel nylon. It's pretty heavy. I mean, it's thick. You know, it's a heavier material. It's the same material. If you buy an Alice pack, it's got to be about the same material that they use in the Alice pack. I mean, it's a heavy material. There's my wool blanket is down there, and my parka is down there. My extreme cold weather parka is down there underneath my wool blanket. There's just another piece of rope I had. It was in my kit there, my poncho or my hammock. And I just got it. Like I said, there's no tie outs on it, but I just use Tarp clips. I use Tarp clips, and I run the string through, kind of a trucker's hitch kind of deal going on here. It's tied off back on the tree, and then the string is going underneath the ridge as a ridge line to the other side. So I've got 6 Tarp clips in all. There's the other corner with the string stake going down to the ground there, and then here's how I tension this end. I put the string through the hole on the Tarp clip, and then I just ran a stick through it, and then I can adjust it just by rolling the stick. I can make it tighter or looser. Okay, it's a pretty neat way of doing it. I actually learned that while I was in the Marine Corps, because we didn't have these for you know that you put your poncho on. We didn't have those on ours. I guess they got lost in the shuffle somewhere or other. So we ended up putting the string through the grommet on the poncho, and then we stuck a stick through it like that. You know, I mean, it would be like this. Stuck a stick through it, and then we pulled on it to tighten up the poncho. Anyway, so yeah, and this side, like I said, this side I just got. Try to get a little bit of shade on it. This side is just going straight to the ground. Just Tarp, big plastic Tarp clips that it has like a nut that just you screw it, just tightens down on whatever you're tightening it down on. It did sag a little bit, you know. Like I said, it's been out here a couple weeks. I could have tightened it up, but even with the sag, you know, it has yet to leak. And like I said, the one day it rained for 24 hours straight. Just kept raining and kept raining and kept raining. So twin size Egyptian cotton, I think it was a 300 count, I think is all it was. Yeah, they're kind of pricey for just a bed sheet, you know, just a single flat twin size bed sheet. But 50-50 mix of linseed oil and mineral spirits. Hang it out, like I said before, you hang it up in the shade, leave it, you know, soak it through and through with the mixture, and then just drape it somewhere, or take a couple Tarp clips or something and hang it up off the ground in the shade, and just leave it there. Just forget about it, and then when it dries, it's waterproof. It is waterproof. I've slept in it several times, hanging right here, and I've even slept in there down in the 20s at night. Cold rain. So it works. It works, guys. It really works. All right, anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. We'll see you next time.